back.
We back. Good stuff.
How's that
Back
song go?
at it.
How's it go?
This ain't the intro.
I don't know that song.
Oh, I was thinking it was a completely different song.
What song were you thinking about?
It's a Chance the Rapper song.
I don't know it.
Yep.
I don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're not a fan of like the unique rappers. Like
I
Chance.
call them weird rappers.
Yeah. Would you put Kanye in that?
Is a weird rapper?
Yeah.
No.
No. Not even off of like Donda. Donda is very unique.
Maybe I used the word weird wrong.
What would you categorize?
Get rid
Chance's?
of weird. Get rid of weird. It's just they're not my cup of tea.
Fair enough. Not
Bro.
even like none of the Chance ones were your cup of tea.
No, I don't think I've ever searched up Chance in my phone. Like and been
That's
like I'm gonna listen to a Chance song. If I hear Chance, he's featured on someone else's song.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people. Chance is that 50-50. You either listen to him or you don't listen to him. There's no in between.
Nah, I think he's cool, but I just it's not for me. But
Yeah.
I was okay. I like to like come with topics that I heard on other podcasts and see what you think.
Yes.
So this week I was watching and listening because they have visuals too. You guys know my favorite podcast, the Joe Budden podcast.
Joe Budden podcast. Yes,
and they
sir.
had an argument. The argument was about superstars in rap.
Okay.
Okay. Who are the superstars of rap? Not including Drake, Jay-Z,
Okay.
Kanye, and who was it? Kendrick and Cole.
Okay.
Excluding those guys who are like
who
who are obviously superstars. Who else are the superstars of rap? What do you think?
And they had an argument over this.
Yeah.
Okay, because you listed off a lot of people that I listen to.
But you're hip to like new rappers, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Nothing really like. I put Eminem up there.
Yeah.
Did you say Lil Wayne?
I don't know if I did. I might have. Maybe not.
Okay. Well, if you didn't, I would have put Lil Wayne up there. Lil Wayne and Eminem are probably the ones that I'm thinking of right now off the top of my head.
Do you think Nicki?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh. I think as a female who has like withstood time, I think I would put her up there, yeah.
I would. That was actually one of the names they had as like a solidified. Like she's a superstar.
Yeah.
Would you put Cardi?
No.
Why not?
No, I think she's just again, Cardi is one of those people that like she's like Chance to me or to you. It's not really my cup of tea in the sense that like I will go and listen to a Cardi song. It's more of a feature.
Yeah, but besides your preference though, you can say if they're a superstar or not.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not a Drake fan.
Yeah.
But I can clearly see that Drake is a superstar.
Okay, so are we talking superstar in just talent or just overall just a superstar?
As a superstar.
Oh, okay.
Not like a superhuman when it comes like musically. I'm talking about like a superstar.
Superstar. Okay, then
like Michael Jackson was a superstar.
Yeah.
Who else? Adele.
Yes. Okay. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
It.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Those are superstars.
Yeah. If I had to categorize it in like I think out of all the new wave kind of rap, because Cardi's kind of in that mix, I'd say she'd probably be the top of that list. So I would put yes. Because the reason why I think is because she wasn't like a one-hit wonder. She was like, she made multiple songs that, yes, did chart very well. And She hasn't become irrelevant.
Okay, that was the argument.
Okay, irrelevancy is the argument?
No, the argument was whether Cardi is a superstar or not.
Oh, okay.
There's 4 guys on the pod.
Yeah.
3 of them, not being Joe, all said Cardi is a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Joe said, no, she's not.
Okay.
Right? Now I'll ask you this, Eliott. What do you think the requirement is or the criteria is for somebody to be a superstar?
That's a good question.
What makes a superstar?
I think, well, for obviously a level of notoriety. I think if like I think if your name like holds weight in the sense that if how do I say this? Like, for example, Jay-Z, the name alone holds an immense amount of weight. Like, you don't even need to say, and you know that, like, that's superstardom. Cardi B, I think, has reached that level of status in terms of superstardom. That's what I would think like that. If you can say names like that, because I wouldn't put like who's somebody like
I mean, 6ix9ine holds weight with his name.
That's true.
So are you saying that superstardom and notoriety / infamy are synonymous?
No, well, because I think it's also based on longevity as well, because you can have that level of notoriety for a small amount of time. You catch that fire quick, but then you can drop off real quick.
Okay,
so it depends on.
That's the point Joe was making.
Okay,
Joe was saying Cardi, like, he doesn't think Cardi's a superstar because she's only put out 1 album.
That was my second point, is to how much have you actually put out? Yeah.
It's like the same thing as calling something a classic after it just dropped.
Yeah.
Like you can't know if it's an actual classic until time passes, because over time you're like, you know what? Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah.
You know? Cardi's only dropped 1 album.
Yeah.
But the rebuttal was, we're in a different time. And album sales, because the question was a superstar in rap, right?
Yes.
And they were saying album sales doesn't really it doesn't mean anything anymore because we're in the age of streaming and we're in the age of singles, right? And Cardi's had some diamond singles, like her songs have gone diamond.
Yep.
But she's only had 1 album. So is it so can you really say she's a superstar?
That's true. The question is that is the threshold of superstardom in terms of like, are we basing it off of people like Jay-Z and Cardi and Beyonce and
I think
Kendrick
so.
and all those people?
I don't think it's respectable to put Cardi's name beside Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she's there.
No.
Yeah, the world knows Cardi B, but like I think a superstar is that person. Like, let's say Drake. Let's take Drake for example. Okay. Drake's last project, CLB, arguably was trash.
Yeah.
Still sold more than any rapper out there right now.
Yeah.
Right? If Drake took 2 years off, never said nothing, and then dropped an album, that album without announcing it, like he just boom, that album is selling more than any rapper out.
Yeah.
That's a superstar to me. Same thing with Beyonce. If she never did nothing and then she did that, Lemonade. She just dropped an album.
Yeah.
And like, what was the analogy he said? Or not analogy. Joe was saying, a superstar, if they tried to sell under 200,000 records on their album or units, they would fail. It's impossible. There's no way Drake could sell less than 200,000. And 200,000 is the is what people are striving for.
Yeah.
You know? Like, there's no way he could sell less than that.
Yeah. It's you reach a level of superstardom where like Jay-Z and Beyonce, perfect example. They can literally not Jay-Z, I don't think Jay-Z has dropped anything in like the last like what?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, right? But that's the thing. He doesn't have to, and he's still going to have that level of superstardom for the rest of his life. I agree.
I think J-Lo's a superstar.
Yeah.
Justin
J-Lo-
Bieber is a superstar.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Travis Scott, I'd say, is one of the newer people who is a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say Cardi.
Yeah.
And then they asked about Meg the Stallion.
No.
Ew.
No.
Ew.
No.
I can't. Ew.
No.
Ew. I can't stand her. Shout out to Tory Lanez.
You saw? Okay, I sent you that. That was. It's still going. I don't know, bro.
Update for all you that don't know.
Yeah.
In the Meg Tory case.
Mm-hmm.
A recap too. Meg and Tory were canoodling.
Mm-hmm.
And allegedly he shot her in the foot. He got blackballed. It was a whole thing. But now things are at trial.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess she posted a text from him and deleted it after. But the text was basically Tory saying like, yo, like, I'm sorry. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, there's no way. Like,
yeah.
Like, I need you to forgive me, whatever. And she captioned it saying like, what you apologizing for if you didn't do nothing, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
Tory responded and said, what did he say? I wish I had it in front of me.
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
But basically what he said was, good. I can bleep this out. You guys can fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
He said, good had me two best friends and I got caught.
Yep.
That's what I was apologizing for.
And
I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that was like, it's crazy, right?
I don't know. And I was looking at the comments.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that many people riding for Meg anymore.
Nope.
Like after all the infos come out and people have like really seen what's happening, and the industry is low key like started like accepting Tory again, meaning like they know something that the public doesn't know. It seems like Tory's innocent.
Yeah.
He's moving like he's innocent. She's moving like she's grasping for straws.
Yeah. Somebody commented on it, shot herself in the foot with this one.
Bruh. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. People are, they're flaming. Because I think I agree, a lot of people are seeing this and being like, well, yeah, he kind of just proved you wrong. Like, stop trying to put things out of context there. So,
but that's upsetting though.
Yeah, 100%.
Because when the reports first came out, she said he shot me in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
He denied it, and instantly everybody just said, "Believe Meg because believe women and believe Black women."
Mm-hmm.
Right? But then when people were looking at the situation and questioning and being like, okay, well, something doesn't add up, those people were, I put quotes around it, canceled.
Yep.
For not just believing her off of her word.
Yep.
Right? But time has passed now and we're looking at it and we're like, doesn't seem to add up. But that's annoying.
Yeah, I agree. And actually, you bringing that up made me think about an exact same, almost a similar story. You remember the Jussie Smollett story?
That one too.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, where, again, if those of you who don't know, he essentially faked a hate crime. He went out in the middle of a blizzard at 3 a.m. and said he got jumped by 2 white men in MAGA hats. Turns out they were 2 of his trainers, and that he paid them to pour bleach on Jesse and put a rope around his neck.
Like, why are you bored, bro? Like, what?
Right? But see, that's the thing too. Because he was
like, why are you going to Subway at 3 a.m., bro?
Yeah. No sandwich is that good at 3 a.m.
No sandwich exists at that time of night. The only thing open at that time is McDonald's.
Mhm.
Definitely not Subway.
Okay, so question, because I this just came up as I was thinking about this with both situations, because you mentioned that because Meg was a woman and also black, and then Jesse was also a black male. Do you think it's difficult in those situations to not immediately be like, I'm on their side, instead of just waiting for all the facts to come out? Because then you'll be seen as, oh, you're against black people, you don't believe black people.
For me personally,
Not for you personally, but just in general. And I'm not even saying just black people. Like if it was another different race of people or whatever, you think it's difficult for people to just wait for the facts because you're seen as, oh, you don't believe.
yes.
No.
I think social media plays a huge part. Like if we look at the Tory situation,
Yeah.
Tory's lawyers, like he had like a gag order on. Like the court,
Yes,
his lawyers told him you cannot speak about this.
Yeah.
Right? So the man went and put an album out and tried to tell us what happened without saying what happened as good as he possibly could.
Yep.
Right? She didn't have the same restraints around her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when everything happened, she was just talking. Right?
Yeah.
That's the only side of the story that we were getting.
Yeah.
And in our society,
Mm-hmm.
that's all they needed.
Yep.
I believe
It's unfortunate.
her. Like, okay, what? Like,
yeah.
Not even thinking about the story. Like, you got shot in your foot, in both feet, and didn't and not a single bone was broken.
Yeah.
You have the most bones in your feet of your whole body.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But
so
nobody questioned it.
No, and I think it's we've come to the point now where we can't question things now because we're seen as hateful or we don't believe.
I don't subscribe to that. Call me a hater all you want. I'm gonna question it.
Exactly, right? I'm not out here to rush the judgment, because if I'm wrong, I'm look like a bigger idiot.
Right?
I don't want to look
like
right?
Space Eliott. You gonna look like a fool one of these days.
Right? You're gonna die on that hill, aren't you,
bro?
Right? But yeah, that's what I mean. It's interesting, and I think again, social media plays a big role in that. And I mean, it's just unfortunate that we can't question things.
Bro, social media has broken society. Like we're on the verge of World War III.
Yeah, let's breathe.
Listen. We're on the verge of World War III, and the response I'm seeing to that is jokes.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
I'm just talking about in general. Like I see posts about what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And I go to the comments, and Western people, we're broken.
Yeah.
Like I think if war ever came to our soil here, we wouldn't be prepared. We don't know what to do.
Oh heck no!
Like I'm watching people joke, make memes and make like what?
Yeah.
Like this is serious.
Yep. I literally went on TikTok and it's just like random people just saying like, oh, looks like I'm going to have to get in there and I'm going to have to deal with this, or making like COD jokes and stuff like that, but in regards to what's going on in Ukraine. And I'm like, guys,
oh, that sickens my spirit, bro.
Like if I have never seen, like if you don't realize the amount of privilege you have to be able to say this stuff and not have to worry about dying, like that blows my mind.
I can't.
Like,
I hate it. I hate it. I'm like, what do you like? And you guys know me. I'm a lighthearted guy. I find jokes in everything. But I don't think joking about World War III is,
Yeah.
And when I say jokes, I mean like speaking about it as if it's not really happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it baffles me.
Yeah. It is crazy. And I mean, again, I don't know. It's gonna be certainly interesting in terms of what happens in the next couple of weeks. I mean, I've already seen tons of stuff of people like seeing like fighter jets and missiles and explosions like all across the night. Like,
Yeah.
it's nuts. It's crazy.
Like they're actually invading another
Yeah.
country, bro.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's not.
And
Yeah,
then here comes all the influx of the Pray for Ukraine posts.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this too, because this is the same feeling I had when everybody did the black squares for the whole Black Lives Matter thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying this too. It's been like, this is a nice sentiment, but who are you helping? Like, what is this doing? Like, is that doing anything is the question.
I think social issues, sure, by all means. If the point is to make people aware of things, sure. But this is different.
Yeah, this is
war, fam.
War.
Like this is
in
fight,
reality.
like this is real.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. And I hate it because I know that there are some people who post it and mean it.
Yes, I agree.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to hate on the sentiment of like pray for Ukraine, because you should.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's the post of it for me, because the post just comes off like a
bandwagon kind of
thing.
Yep, I agree.
Like the percentage of people that are actually going to pray for Ukraine,
very minimal
compared to the percentage that post pray for Ukraine.
Yeah,
is gonna be like night and day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
People that don't even pray, people that don't know how to pray.
Yeah.
But you're gonna post it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I just.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know. It's very interesting. Okay, so actually I saw there was a funny it reminded me of a comedy segment where this comedian Anthony Jeselnik, I tried to show you, but you didn't like him. He has very like dry humor.
I hate dry
but
humor.
I know you do. But anyways,
put
he
some
made a
lotion on that, bro. Like, you can't be crusty out here, fam.
I like his humor. Anyways, he was talking about how the same thing, where he was talking about people posting when tragedies or stuff in the world happens. So he was talking about when the Boston Marathon happened and the explosions and whatnot happened. And he said he saw a bunch of people posting, and he was saying like, that's the stupidest thing ever, because it's not really about, like, as bluntly as he said it, he's like, it's not really about showing awareness. It's more along the lines of, at least for what he thinks the majority of people are doing, he's like, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me today. I'm posting it just to show I got support. But again,
yeah, it's like you want people to feel like you want to feel good for doing something good, but you're not actually doing something good.
Yeah.
But you just want people to think you are.
Exactly. So that was the point, which I'm like, oh, it's very interesting, because it happens all the time. It's happened with this. It happened with the black squares when the Black Lives Matter protests were happening and everything like that. But yeah, it's like you can post something, but like, what are you doing in terms of? And I get this is different. Like this is like war. I don't know how much you can really do in this situation, in terms of like, other than, again, as you said, truly like praying for the people there. But with like 2 years ago with the Black Lives Matter thing, that's more of a social issue, right? You can go out and protest, you can do this stuff, but like, I'm willing to bet you a lot of people just kind of posted the square to be just like, yeah, look, I'm in support, but that's it.
Yeah.
And
because
like, right.
If you don't, you're gonna come off like you're just, you know what it's like? It's like the Big Brother.
Yeah.
When you just vote with the house because you don't want to not vote with the house.
You want to make yourself a target, yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is. You're just voting with the house. But you're not actually you're not making moves, fam. You're just voting with the house.
So lame to be. And when people read into it too, it being like, oh, why didn't you post this? Like, why do you care? Like, I don't need to post something to say that I believe in something.
Yo, cancel social media. I'm over it. So much.
I know. Yeah, but it's nutty. It's insane. We'll come back to that in a little bit. I wanted to talk about really quickly. I was saying last week or the last time we recorded. Also, sorry about not showing up for last week. Yes, it was the family day long weekend, but I had a massive headache right when we were about to record, and I don't know what happened. I was just like I finished up at youth, and as I was going home, like I had a massive headache, and I texted EJ and said, "Listen, man, I can't record tonight."
So it was his fault.
It was my fault. So I will take full accountability and blame for that one.
Yeah, I was ready to go.
Yeah,
we were gonna talk about the Super Bowl, but now it's late, so it don't matter.
Now it's late. I mean, yeah, Odell won the chip.
Oh, I was talking about the halftime show.
Oh. Oh. All right, fair enough. Anyways,
that's cool. I talked about it on our boy Joel's podcast. Your boy,
that's right.
Passionate Sports Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Bro, yo, I'm a real good friend.
You are.
I listened to it. Shout out to Joel and his podcast. Yeah. If you didn't listen to it, go listen to it. The Passionate Sports Podcast. We talked about sports. I'm not really into sports like that, but I can hang still. So
I was about to say,
there you hear my opinion about the Super Bowl and the halftime show. So if you want it, that's where you can go get it.
There you go. Nice plug. But yeah, no, you had some good takes there. I agree 100%. Best dunk, 100% is Aaron Gordon's dunk. I was in the gym listening to it, and I was like, "Yep, you are 1,000% correct." Bro, to this day, nothing beats that.
That dunk. What do you call it? I don't want to call it a series. The dunk, that dunk contest.
Yeah,
like when they were going back and forth.
Oh,
in my opinion, is the greatest dunk contest of all time.
Yep,
all time.
Yep. Even better, it was in Toronto.
Crazy.
We hold that.
They were doing things that were not like that we've never seen before, and I think that's what made it amazing.
Yeah.
It was like it was first tries. Like they weren't like messing up and redoing.
Yeah.
They were doing it on the first tries. It was things that like looked superhuman.
Mm-hmm.
And they were trading off, bro. Like it was back and forth.
Yeah.
Like it got to the point where like throw the scores out the window, bro. Like we're just watching this because this is new. Like what is happening right now?
Exactly. They never I think it was the first time they went like past the regular 2 rounds in the finals. Like they just like keep going.
They just kept going.
Yep. 100%. So yeah, that one holds a special place for me. It's the top for sure.
That was the greatest dunk contest of all time.
In comparison to the one this year, and actually I
didn't even watch it.
Oh, don't. It is by far, and I'm not even because last year's was bad.
I saw clips, bro.
Terrible.
It's trash.
One of the worst ones in the history of the NBA.
And Joel posted that.
Yeah.
And that's
garbage.
Like
that says a lot.
I take Joel's sports opinion seriously.
Yep.
If Joel says something about sports is trash,
you know it's true.
Yo, to the curb, bro. Like it's over.
Yep. Stomp that ish.
That's crazy.
Was not good at all. But anyways, I was watching some Netflix, and Netflix has a lot of good original series and stuff. And
All of Us Are Dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that this weekend because last weekend I was watching something else, and this comes to my question. I know. Who do you think? And this also ties into the Uncharted movie that recently came out.
It came out already?
Yeah, it came out.
Did you see it?
Nope, haven't seen it yet.
Yo, we gotta watch that, fam.
And we'll talk about that later because as of March 1st.
Oh, true. I can go places.
Right?
I still haven't seen Spider-Man.
Listen, I'm not even playing, bro. Like, I will take a day and we can go watch some movies. Say
less, bro. I gotta catch up. I've been standing my ground. It's all good.
That's true. We'll talk about that in a second. So my question now, because the Uncharted, for those of you who do not know, Uncharted is based off of a very famous video game series that's on PlayStation.
That Elliott's never played.
I unfortunately have not, because I didn't own a PlayStation growing up.
Yo, get your money up, dog.
Yeah, responsibilities.
Stop playing these silly games. Get your money up. Get you a PS5. Get the collection. It just came out.
Yep, 100%. But anyways, my question was, who do you think, in terms of like studios or companies has done the best at adapting or creating content based off of video game franchises.
Ooh.
And this doesn't have to be live action. This can be also animated and whatever. I have my answer, but I want to hear yours from what you've seen.
Okay. Remind me if there's any I'm not thinking of. I know that there's
let me search this up too.
There's Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
There is that one that you like. That Warlord or something. What's it called?
Oh, Warcraft.
Yeah.
There
is Hitman.
Yep.
They're making The Last of Us.
Yep. The TV show. Yep.
It's in the works.
Mm-hmm. You got Tomb Raider. Tomb
Raider's one.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic. Okay.
Yeah. You've got Pokemon.
Okay. I never watched Pokemon.
Yeah.
I never played Pokemon either, so that's just kind of out for me.
The Resident Evil movie.
True, Resident Evils.
Yeah. Silent Hill. What else?
Was there a God of War?
Warcraft? No, not yet.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, Street Fighter. There were some Street Fighters. There's the Warcraft movie. Yep. The Assassin's Creed movie. I forgot about that.
Oh, I remember that one too.
Yeah. Prince of Persia.
I like that one.
Yeah. So those are movies. So like, and you can also include TV shows as well, which I
The
can't
Witcher.
think. Yep.
Are there other TV shows?
Let me look it up.
Video game TV shows. Yo, I need to get like a better chair. I'm so uncomfortable.
None that I can really think of off the top of my head. But anyway, so in your opinion, what has been like the best adaptations of stuff?
The best adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Prince of Persia was good.
Oh yeah, they got the Halo TV show coming out. Forgot about that.
Okay.
Yeah. They have a cyberpunk anime coming out. Forgot about that too.
Ooh, I don't even watch anime, but I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't know. It's hard because usually like movie / TV stuff made from video games sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed wasn't good to me.
No, that was a terrible movie.
Tomb Raiders were not that good to me.
Yeah.
Resident Evils were not that good to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it's hard. Like I get that it would be hard to translate game to movie as opposed to movie to game.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the game, you are the character. There is choice. There's so much you can do. Mm-hmm. In the movie, you're locking in a storyline.
Yes.
Right?
So
that's hard. That's a hard question.
It is hard.
I don't know.
To me, and it's funny, because I was thinking about this while I was watching. I'll tell you about the show in a second, but one of the best adaptations, in my opinion, have not been movies. They have been TV shows, but they've been animated shows.
Like what?
So first off, one of the best, the first one that really got me into, and by far still holds up as my favorite video game adaptation, is Castlevania on Netflix.
Never played it, never seen it, but I heard about it.
Fantastic show, beautiful animation, whatever. Another show that I started watching a little bit of that actually dropped, what was it, last week? Did you play the game Cuphead?
I played it on your laptop, bro.
That's right. Yeah, you did. So there's a show on Netflix
of
and
Cuphead?
they're of Cuphead, the Cuphead show.
What the heck?
They are 11-minute episodes, and animated just like they were in the video game. So like they described it as
I mean, I can
like,
see how that would work because the game was
right?
very
Yeah.
cartoony.
Wayne Brady voices Mr. Dice in the show. It's fantastic. And like
That's
it's
cool.
beautiful. It captures that 80s or that 90s aesthetic of what cartoons were. Fantastic.
Oh, I got it, bro.
Mm.
The best video game turned movie,
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario Brothers.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Listen.
That was bad.
That movie is so bad.
That was bad.
That it's arguably like people think it's arguably good. It's one of those movies that's just bad. No, it is terrible.
Don't cap. If it looks like a duck, it's not a lion, fam. It's bad.
But one of the things that has made me solidify that Netflix has done the best when it comes to adapting video game stuff is I watched a show. Did you happen to? I don't know if it's on your suggested stuff, but this show called Arcane. Have you had a chance to see that?
Heard of it. Haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I don't be watching a lot of stuff, bro.
I know. But anyways,
actually,
Arcane
I'm watching Fresh Prince now.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a trailer for it. It actually looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, Arcane is based off of the game League of Legends.
Okay.
So, right? So there's a lot of lore, a lot of characters. Like it's too much to really wrap your head around if you don't play the game. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. This show, and I play League. I watched this show. If you don't know anything about League of Legends, if you don't know anything, you don't need to. This show does such an amazing job of world building and investing in character development with these characters that it's 9 episodes, beautifully animated. It is hands down my favorite show right now of 2022.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It is
so that's why you're not watching Fresh Prince. This guy, yo. That's crazy.
So and so like Netflix has done a fantastic job when it comes to adapting stuff. And it's weird because none of it's been live action. It's all been animated stuff, which I think has been their strong suit. They keep with the same medium as what you people are used to playing.
I got my question of the week, bro.
All right, beautiful.
I'm going to ask it now so I don't forget it because last time I just tried to keep it in my head and it didn't work.
All right, we'll try to come back to it, but go ahead.
Question of the week.
Yep.
Do you prefer live action or animation?
It's a good question. All right, we'll come back to that near the end.
All right.
Anyway, so I watched it, hands down my favorite show, and I've been trying to recommend it to my brothers, and I know they don't like League. League, you don't have to like the video game. This show is in and of itself is just fantastic. Fantastic. So I would recommend watching that 100%. But
I believe Netflix, it if Joel says it.
Fair enough. I'm gonna get Joel to recommend it then.
You convince him, he'll convince me. And then,
all right,
and then it's all good.
Fair enough. All right. But yeah, Netflix hands down has done a fantastic job. And I even looked up to see what future plans they have for other shows that they're going to bring to the small screen in terms of video games. There's some cool stuff that they're bringing.
I'm excited for The Last of Us.
Yes, that's going to be
excited for that one.
And it's HBO. HBO does a fantastic job when it comes to world building.
Who do you think is better, HBO or Netflix?
Oh, that's it. I'm gonna have to give. I think for me, because I've watched probably a lot more, I think HBO. I think HBO kind of holds.
I even have HBO. How do you get HBO?
HBO you get off of Crave because HBO is American, but if you get Crave TV, it has HBO.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So I tried to, and it was like, nah, it's American, and I was like, okay, well, how are we like? What?
Yeah, HBO is worth it 100%.
There was something that came out on HBO that I wanted to watch that I couldn't because
Peacemaker.
No.
Euphoria.
No, definitely not watching that.
I
don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Anyways,
what it was.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they do a fantastic job when it comes to their original stuff. But anyways, I was looking through just to see what other stuff Netflix has planned for the coming future, and I think specifically 2022. So one of them is the Cyberpunk one. It's going to be on Netflix. Cyberpunk
is it based
Edge
off the
Runners.
game?
It's an adaptation, so it's a spin-off of the world of Cyberpunk. So it's based
You like
off
you
of,
like cyberpunk stuff?
Yeah, I love it.
I think I do too. Like
One of my
I think the world of cyberpunk to me is
Yep.
cool. I'm
Yep.
into
one
it.
of one of my favorite movies of like top 10 personal favorite movies is Blade Runner 2049, just because of the cyberpunk-esque world.
Never seen.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's a very like a visual kind of movie. I don't think you'd probably like it.
You know what my favorite movies are?
Mm,
Movies that are no, I love trilogies that are based off of books.
yeah.
So, like Hunger Games,
Yep.
love it because I read the books.
Yeah.
Maze Runner.
I loved Maze Runner.
Runner is one of my all-time favorite series. I love that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what the guy's name is who acts. Dylan something.
Yeah, Dylan.
So
I
dope.
don't remember.
Jacob Lattimore was in the first movie, R&B
Yep.
singer, but he died. Dang.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
R.I.P.
No,
Yeah,
but
so they
like,
have
yeah, movies that are like trilogies of
Mhm.
books. I'm into it.
Yep, 100%. They have that. They have a Devil May Cry anime coming out,
Ooh, that game is fun.
right? They have a spin-off to The Witcher, so it's called Witcher Blood Origins. They have a Sonic one coming out. They have a Far Cry anime coming out.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yo,
they have a
Far Cry. What Far Cry did when Far Cry 3 came out, and they put that little YouTube series on,
Oh my gosh.
and they buried like, okay, so
Yeah.
listen to this, okay? Far Cry is a game series where basically you're stranded on some sort of island with some sort of dictator. Is that what you would call it, Elliot?
Dictator psychopath kind of guy, yeah.
like crazy, not
He's a
civilized
warlord more,
warlord kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
Basically, you gotta explore the world. It's open world. Explore,
Mhm.
upgrade yourself, find animals, build armor, whatever, and progress in the story. Far Cry 3, the villain in that game
Mhm.
was so iconic in the video
Mhm.
game world that the character was made because of the audition of the actor. Right? So this guy auditioned to be another character. They didn't want him for that. But his audition was so amazing, they
Mhm.
actually just made a character in the game off of his audition. So
Yeah.
he literally is that character, right?
Character, yep.
And what they did when the game first came out, they released this YouTube series, right? And it showed the same actor dressed up as the guy in the game. And basically, it was first person. So, like, you were like this camera guy, right? With your journalist, whoever.
Mm.
And you were trying to get footage and information on this warlord. But
Yeah.
this guy, his name was Voss. Voss finds you, tortures you throughout the series. And in the end of it, he kills you and buries you on the beach.
No.
In the game, you can find that guy
Yeah.
on the same beach. It's crazy, bro. And you get an achievement for it. It's so dope.
Yep. Yeah.
So cool.
World building is nutty. Yeah.
Games are dope,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
If you don't like games, I don't know what to tell you. Go do something like fix your life.
Yeah. That actually brings up a really cool point, and I'll come back to it as soon as I finish reading off this list. They have a Tomb Raider anime coming out, and
I feel like Tomb Raider would be better as an anime than live action.
Yeah, and then they also have a Splinter Cell anime coming out.
Ooh, that's one of my favorite game series too.
Yeah, and they have the John Wick creator.
Saw that. I've seen it.
Yeah, so it's not a John Wick anime, but the writer of John Wick is going to be writing the Splinter Cell anime. So
I think video games turn TV shows just work better.
Yeah, because you have
and then especially animated because more freedom.
Yeah,
more. You're just more to work with.
Yeah, you're not constrained within an hour and a half to tell everything you need to tell.
Yeah,
right. But yeah, talking about that brought up just in the top of my head right now. It's being like, because you said you don't like video games. What's going on with you? And I agree.
Mm.
It's funny how all the stuff that, like, for us growing up that was like you were made fun of because you liked is now the new norm.
Like video games.
Yeah, video games, anime, like just superheroes, like being nerdy and stuff like that. That's just the new norm. I don't know why that came up in my head. I was just like,
I don't
yeah,
know
like
why
why
though.
is
Like
it?
I don't know why you
Yeah.
would get made fun of for liking entertainment. Like
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's like, why was it? Because I vividly remember that if you liked that stuff, at least when I was growing up, I don't know if it was the same for you, that you were just, yeah, you weren't, it's not a cool thing to like.
you know what I think it is?
Mm.
I think there was a period, or not, like back in the time we're speaking of, I
Mhm.
think the people associated with certain things
Mhm.
were like nerdy. Like I think there's being a nerd and then there's being nerdy.
Okay.
Like they were nerdy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Urkel,
yeah.
you know? But I
Yeah.
think over time, regular people that are not nerdy are
Yeah.
just like, I like this stuff too.
Yeah.
And in reality, I think it's just like you like video to me, like people who game
Mhm.
have a level of smartness to it. Like smartness-ticity-ism. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like anime, like me personally, I'm a
Mhm.
nerd. I'm a huge nerd. But if you
Same.
just
Yep.
looked at me like off the
You wouldn't
street,
think
you
it.
wouldn't think it.
Nope.
Like you wouldn't think I love chess the way I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I could go back
Yeah.
in time, because I don't give a fluff about anything anymore, I would
Yeah.
join. I would join the chess club. I don't care what
Heck
you think
yeah.
of me. You know,
Yep.
I love chess.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It
Interesting thought.
Yeah, right. It was crazy to me thinking about that because I mean, like, now it's like I don't care. I just I love watching anime. Anime is one of my favorite things to watch. Video game adaptations. I love playing video games. Love playing video games with you. Um, like nerdy movies and stuff like that. That's my thing. I love it.
Yo, I saw a
And it's like,
post. I saw a post,
mm,
and it was the greatest advice ever.
mm,
The post said, "The next time somebody tries to make you feel bad about things you like or things you love,
mm-hmm.
check your bank account and see if the numbers changed. If it has, if it hasn't, continue on with your life."
Oh, that's amazing.
And I was like, you know what?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. you got no say. I don't care.
you can talk to
Nothing-
me all you want. Oh, while I open my nothing changed. All right, keep it
Nothing
pushing.
changed. All right, cool.
You know.
That's pushing P right there. That's amazing. Oh man. But yeah, no, I was just thinking that because I'm like, because I always think when we talk about this stuff, I feel like people aren't either fans of this or don't want to hear about us talking about it. But honestly,
Some might not.
some
but
might not.
some
But I
might.
mean, yep. And honestly, this is what we like. So sorry.
And the thing is, like, the people who don't, they'll either skip it, they'll just listen because they enjoy us, or they'll not
Yeah.
listen. Okay.
Okay.
As I
Cool.
open my bank account.
Thank y'all.
It is what
But
it
yeah,
is.
so
I
yeah.
think a lot more people than you think enjoy video games.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, genre video game, that's a whole
A
you know,
subtopic amongst it. Yeah. Yeah.
sports.
That's it.
Yo, you know what game I've been into lately?
Mm.
Steep.
Steep.
It's a
that the
snowboarding
bike-
game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought it
It's
was.
like it's like the precursor to Riders Republic.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
like snowboarding and skiing. I like that stuff, bro.
Dang.
It like relaxes me to just like snowboard, but not
Yeah.
snowboard. You know?
Yeah. I remember growing up, one of my favorite games that I weirdly liked to play was Truck Simulator.
I love the simulators, bro.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just played. I'm like, I could take it from point A to point B. I was like, this is relax. I like this.
The thing
This
is,
cool.
like, you might think whatever you think about it, but the fact
Yeah.
that they're still making them
Yep.
means that there is a large enough audience
That will buy it.
that will buy
Yep.
it and keep the company going. So you're not alone if
100%.
you enjoy those kind of games.
No, 100%.
You know?
But yeah. Anyways, I wanted to get to this quickly. Was As of March 1st, and again, here's hoping, no more passports.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a tough ride.
Bro, 2 years.
It's been 3.
3 years. I don't even know. I've lost track of time, bro. But dude, you can finally go. You can go to a restaurant. You can go on a date.
Yo, you know what the craziest part is?
Yeah.
I've been in a restaurant this whole time. Bro, I just been in the kitchen. That's the craziest part. Like,
yeah,
the amount of restaurant food I can bring home. Like, me and Priya, we could eat at a restaurant every night. You know?
It's true. Yep.
If we wanted to, we could just plate it nicely, you know, instead of the takeout thing. But I've been working in the kitchen that I can't go to eat at.
I can't eat in.
That don't make no sense, bro. That makes no sense. Like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, so as of officially March 1st, everything's being lifted. And I mean, well, actually last Thursday, all restrictions were lifted. So it's at max capacity for everything. But as of March 1st, no more passports. You don't need to show proof of vaccination.
Yo, I deserve a reward. Real talk.
Honestly, you get an achievement there, bro.
I deserve an achievement, fam.
You did this on extra hard.
Yo. I played on nightmare difficulty.
Nightmare difficulty.
Yo, I remember when this all started and the idea of the passports just came out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we talked about it on this pod, bro.
Yes.
And we were like, yo, like what would happen if this, and that? What about this, and that? Right? And we were, and then you were like, yo, me too. But then you were like, nah, fam, I gotta go work.
Yeah, I gotta go work.
So this guy left me alone. So now I'm the only one out of all of our homies that's not vaxxed.
Yeah.
Right? I be watching Joel and Nikisha on Instagram. They be going to restaurants and I'm like, dang, I wish I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I watch all the squad go to movies and I'm like, dang, I wish I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So when March 1st comes, bro, I think all of you guys listening should send me money because I deserve it.
I'm gonna go out and enjoy myself.
I think I earned at least $5 per person.
Holy jeez. Do you know what? Just for you, I'll send you $5.
Say less.
I'll send you $5.
Say less, bro.
But yeah, no, it's crazy now because again, as you all know, a lot of provinces. It started, I believe, with Alberta and Saskatchewan, who started. They're like, we're done.
It started with Florida, bro.
Oh, well, I mean, they've been winning for about a year and a half.
I identify with Florida. Real talk. From the jump, I was like, nah, fam, this ain't for me.
We all do, bro. Anyways, is Canada, because Canada is one of the last people to finally be like, all right, we're done.
Canada's slow, bro.
We slowed it.
We're that kid in class that's still doing the test when the recess bell hits. And everybody else leaves and goes to play. But we're stuck in the classroom finishing the test. That's us.
Dang.
We're that kid.
Yeah. But they all started being like, a lot of the premiers were like, yep, we're done with this. Like, the world has moved on. We need to do the same. And finally, Ford decided, being like, yep, we are sick and tired of this. This is over as of March 1st. We're lifting everything.
You think he's doing it because his election's coming up soon?
1,000% yes. 1,000% yes.
Irrelevant. I don't care.
I know. And that's the point. I talked to a lot of people about it being like, guys, like, yes, it's great and all, but I mean, this is just a push for, like, I saw an interview, like, you could see the night and day where he was talking about, guys, we have to be safety. And then he turned a 180 on a dime when he had a press conference being like, people are sick and tired of this. We need to get back to normal. We need to get this. And I'm like, bro, where was this energy when you were in the first 2 years?
Here's a question, though.
Okay.
Do you think that he truly, truly believed what he was being told to say during this pandemic?
No.
I don't think so either, bro.
No.
I think he felt more like how I feel like Rob would have felt. Like, if Rob was here, RIP. If Rob was still our guy, Rob would have lit up a spliff on the podium. It would have been like, yo, fam.
We're open.
We don't need these masks.
Bond these masks.
Yo.
man, but yeah, so now everything's opening up, and I mean, we'll see how that goes. But I think there's a sigh of relief for everybody. But
You want to hear a crazy story that happened recently?
Yeah.
Like when I say recent, I mean like this week.
Yeah.
So my sister's birthday is actually today, but I work today. So on Tuesday, I was off, and I said, you know what? We're gonna take her to Marble Slab.
Nice.
Because it's been a long time since she went to Marble Slab. She just turned 12. I think I took her.
Okay.
I think I took her when she was like maybe 7, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And my other 2 sisters, they've never been, because the day I took this sister, they decided to go to church instead. Right? So they're like, we want to go to church. But this sister was like, nah, I'm staying home. And I was like, that's the right answer. So here we are. But I said, you know what? I'm going to take you to Marble Slab. I took all the girls.
Yeah.
So we get there, and it's a little like, Marble Slabs are usually like small. They're not crazy big. We walk in, and as we're driving there too, I'm like, I'm personifying. I'm painting a picture for them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, you're gonna walk in, you're gonna get hit with this wall of greatness. The smell. Yeah. The smell of fresh waffles and fresh ice cream and the cool air, because it's a marble slab and it's like a legit slab, and they toss the ice cream on it and all that stuff, right?
You gotta hype this up.
I'm painting the picture. So we get there. We get out the car. Priya's there too. So there's 5 of us. 3 sisters, me, my wife. We walk in, and the guy killed the mood.
Oh, boy.
You know what he said to me?
Oh, no.
He goes, sorry, maximum of 4 people in here at once.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm not gonna go off, like I'm not one of those people that's like, I flip this place, and But in my head, I'm flipping the place, because I'm like, this is stupid, bro. We all just walked in together as a family. We came from the same place. Yeah.
You're gonna deny one person,
right? So this man's like, no, like, sorry, like 4 only. So I'm like, even if like we're all here together, and I'm paying for everyone. He's like, break this down. He's like, yeah, it's the rule. All right, cool. And in moments like that, I try to make a face that shows you I think you're stupid without saying it, because I don't want to be rude. Like, I want you to look at my eyes and see me think you're stupid. That's how I feel. But I go outside now, so the girls are in there with Priya. So Priya's like, you know what? You should go with your sisters. So now Priya has to wait outside, right? Oh, gosh. And usually at Marble Slab, they have tasters for different flavors.
Oh, no.
They're not doing it. So I see, and anyone who knows me knows, red velvet is my favorite kind of cake. Like, and I mean like real cake, like excluding ice cream cake.
Yeah.
Right? They had a red velvet flavor. I've never had it before.
Oh, no.
But I can't commit to it if I haven't tasted it.
Correct. You got to go with what you know.
And they're not giving me a taster. So now I gotta not have it. And now I'm sad. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
So my sisters, and they have no clue. Like, they've never been here. They have no clue. Like, this is like overload for them, right? What should I pick? I don't know. You can't taste it. So one gets birthday cake, one gets cheesecake, and then one gets cotton candy. Now, me personally, and this is like, even though this is like an annoying story about Marble Slab, their cotton candy ice cream is top notch. Like, I just gotta put that out there.
Yeah.
Like, usually blue flavored anything is gross. This one was bomb. But anyways, so we go through. The girls get like 60% of the experience. They don't get to fully experience Marble Slab. You know? I asked Priya, you gonna get something? She's stubborn. She's like, no, I don't want to support them. So she don't get nothing. But as I'm paying now, I asked them. I said, aren't we at full capacity? Because I'm pretty sure on February 17th, we went to full capacity.
Yes,
I work in a restaurant where we're at full capacity. I felt it. I cooked for that. So you're gonna tell me you can only have 4 people in here? The woman says, and I kid you not, we're at full capacity, but with social distancing still. To keep everyone safe. And I scratched my head, and I was like, we came from the same house, fam. What What are you talking about?
Were you guys the only ones in there?
Yes.
Oh my.
So you're telling me I came from the same house with my sisters, walked into there, and now I have to social distance to keep them safe? And then when we leave, we get in the same car and go back to the same house?
Stop it.
Right? And now, there's two sides to me. The savage in me wants to go off and tell them how idiot they are. You know?
Yep.
But then the part of me that doesn't want to be that guy says, oh, okay, I know it's not your fault. I know these rules are confusing. I know they don't make sense. I know if it was up to you, you would let my wife in because we all came from the same place. You know?
Yeah.
Not thinking that you're working with the staff that you don't live with and you're pretty close to him.
Yep.
Right? Man. So, and then there was this guy outside with his family. Now he's waiting with his family and he had two kids with him. And in my head, I'm like, you're lucky, bro, because if you brought 4 kids with you,
one of your kids is waiting outside.
Either you would have to leave them in the store by themselves or make one of them wait outside because that's the rule. And I'm like, yo, come March 1st, watch me walk in here, fam. I'm going to get my own taster and scoop it myself.
I'm going to run behind the counter.
Yo, fam. Like,
I'm dead.
I'm over it. I'm over it. It doesn't make sense.
No.
I should have coughed on them.
Dang. Okay, yo. It ain't that deep. Chill. It's not that deep. We stand Marble Slab, but bruh.
Yo, if I was a nutty kind of guy, I would have licked the glass too.
Nah, B, it ain't that.
Yo, man.
That's funny. All right. I want to wrap it up a little soon, but you wanted to talk about politics. This blew my mind today. Because last night you're like, we wanted to see what we talk about, and EJ texted me and he's like, I want to talk about politics. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
But Eliott, but it's a curveball though, bro.
Okay, because I'm like, the man who does not like politics wants to talk about politics.
That's why I want to talk about it, because I don't like it.
Okay, and that's what I assumed it was, but go ahead.
Here's what I hate. Okay. Part of anyone who's new, I don't do politics, right? I don't talk about politics. I don't care about politics. I probably should. We're about to go to World War III.
Yeah.
I care a little bit, you know? Like the world has been going kind of crazy. I'm a little bit more educated than I was 3 years ago. Okay? I probably will vote the next vote. Right? But on a regular basis, I don't care about politics.
Yeah.
Now, what I hate and what I experienced today is having to listen to people talk about politics.
Ah, okay.
And here's what bothers me.
Okay.
I don't like the confidence and the arrogance and the matter-of-factness-ism that people talk with or speak with when they talk about politics.
I agree.
For example, we're about to go to World War III, right? I'm listening to people talk about Putin and Trudeau and everything that's going on.
Sure.
Right? And they're so matter of fact about what they're saying. Like, just do this. Like, just. And in my head, I'm like, what? Like, so you're telling me that if we put you in office right now, you would fix everything right away? No. And that's why I don't talk about politics, because I don't know enough about how to run a people to really have a full opinion on how they should run it. You know what I mean?
Fair. Yeah.
Like, yes, there are things that I agree with. There are things that I think you should understand. And like the reason you vote, right? Because these people say, put quotes around it, that they'll do things or they want things, or they believe in certain things that you believe in, right?
Yep.
But the actual nitty gritty of running it,
Mm-hmm.
why, Elliot? Why do people talk like that? You're
Because
into politics. Explain it to me, bro. Make it make sense.
Again, I think it is just a level of, and this is again why I have slowly started to talk about politics less with people, and I've just learned to actually kind of taking a page out of your book to kind of just treat people as people and kind of leave politics out of it. I think it is because it's the equivalent to what we were talking about when it comes to posting something on social media. You want to know something. You want to be right. And I think that when it comes to politics, even if you know you're wrong, you're willing to die on a hill because you don't want to look stupid when it comes to politics.
And that to me is stupid.
Correct.
I'm listening to some of the things that these people are saying,
mm-hmm.
and in my head I'm like, do you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Because some of what they say, I'm not even just gonna say I don't agree with. It's just ignorant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I have a perspective of life that you're low-key speaking against, but you don't know me well enough to know that you're speaking against what I've lived.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm not gonna go into it because I don't.
Yeah.
Because the way you're talking doesn't make me feel like this is gonna be a productive conversation.
Absolutely. And I always gauge that with people, because if I can tell that the way you're talking about, because I can always tell when you're talking about a certain subject matter that involves politics, and I can hear there are feelings behind it, I'm not going to have a productive conversation.
No.
Because you have attached your subjective feelings about something that's going on in the world or whatever to what objectively should be happening or is going on. Right? Perfect example was and again, we talked about this a little bit, was the trucker protest.
Mm-hmm.
That one blew my mind, the amount of people that would just like, it was one end of the spectrum or the other. There was no room for middle ground.
That's what I hate about politics.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground. It's either you are or you aren't.
Right.
And I'm for me, mm-hmm. we're humans. We're way too nuanced to be yes or no.
Right. 100%. So it's crazy how, like, because people were talking about, like, my coworkers and a lot of other people I've run into were talking about how, well, they've been occupying the streets. People don't feel safe in Ottawa, whatever. And they've got, like, it's all a bunch of stuff. And again, the way I took I don't want to get too specific into the protest, but I'm just trying to say specifically, if we're talking about what happened in terms of that as middle ground to what I saw going in, I think everybody has the right to protest. You have every right to do so. I think that a lot of stuff was taken out of context in some things, in terms of, like, when they were talking about Confederate flags, Nazi flags, and stuff like that. Right. And I think that to say that this is the other thing that pisses me off as well, is to paint everybody that because you don't agree with them with one brush, in the sense that, like, oh, because there is a fringe group of people that have showed up to this rally, now everybody is that person. Nah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the fact that
guilty by association.
Guilty by association, right? A perfect example is when because I thought about this, was the Black Lives Matter, the protests were happening, and then the riots started happening. Do I paint now all black people as rioters because there was a fringe group that decided to start breaking into people's businesses and stuff like that? No, I don't do that, right? Because I know what the overall people do agree with the stance that, yes, racism is bad, right? Just how with this one, I do believe that a lot of those people were just there because they were tired of the mandates. They were tired of being in lockdown when they see the rest of the world moving on with their lives, right?
We want to go to recess.
For real. So yeah, overall, I think that again, politics is like it's not the end all be all. It shouldn't be in how you communicate with people, and it just takes away. It dehumanizes people so much that you don't even realize it. It's crazy.
They don't. I'm like the way I hear
Yeah.
some people talk about human beings.
Oh my gosh.
When it's something political.
Yeah.
Like, I seen a woman get trampled by a horse, fam.
I know. I saw that.
Yo, she got hooved. Like, bro.
Like, I'm not laughing because she got hooved,
she got
but like,
trampled by a horse.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm hearing people like talk about her like she's not a human being.
Right. She's like, she deserved it.
Like,
shouldn't have been there.
What? Like,
yeah.
I can't, bro. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a feeler.
Yeah.
I strongly feel injustice. And and how I feel injustice is unbiased. I don't only feel injustice towards Black people or Christians, because those are my two things, right? I feel it to anybody. I don't care who you are, right? But to pick and choose, like which marginalized, downtrodden people you want to have sympathy for and who you don't, I can't talk to you. Don't talk to me. Go away.
Nope. Yep.
Fall.
And this is how I can differentiate whether or not you really can talk politics. Anybody can say they can talk politics. It's when you can sit down with me or anybody and set our feelings aside, not get offended by what the other person says, and let's try to objectively look at what's going on. That's the difference. Right? And again, exactly how you said, like, don't get me, like, I said this from the jump. I don't think, for me, protests really do much in terms of social change.
I think they do. What I think, though, is that we live in a society that I don't think we can do it effectively. It would take a lot. It takes unity.
Yeah. I was talking about this with some people. I think, I'm not saying for me it doesn't work. I find more change when I can have one-on-one conversations with people. That's where I find the most change.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if there was unity in things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
things would
like when the police were lined up in this most recent one, right? If there was a unified stance saying, you know what, I don't care about my job. I don't care about my funds that you're gonna seize. I don't care about whatever. And if everybody had that same attitude and stood there,
oh yeah, they can't do nothing.
They're not doing nothing to you.
No,
they're not.
Yeah, it's true. But again, it's because, and this is the essentially the quote unquote cost of having free will, of being able to choose what you believe is personally right, which again is fundamental. And I believe everybody has the right to feel that. But again, that's where and it has created division. People now can just choose what they want, and they don't really care. Yeah, well, I mean, you say you care about people, what they feel, but when it becomes something that you disagree, then you don't care. That don't make sense to me. That makes sense to me.
No.
So yeah, all in all, I mean, again, Canada was like for the past 2 weeks with this whole trucker protest, and now it's even going into the US now as well.
Bro,
right?
Everywhere. There are
everywhere.
Other countries that are seeing this and in support of
realizing, wow. Yeah, they saw change and being like, wow, okay, if we can do it, then yeah. So I mean, again, like
living history, bro. We're living history books.
Yeah,
they're they're literally gonna look at us and be like, "Yo, daddy, what was that protest like?" And I'm gonna be like, "Listen here, Billy." Like, we're living in history books. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think politics has become just such a feelings kind of conversation.
It is. It's
not fun.
He said, she said. It's I'm right, you're wrong. It's I hate you because you hate me.
Yeah.
It's left, right.
Hate.
Like, just be ambidextrous, bro. I'm ambidextrous.
Right? Yep.
I'm not left. Baby. I'm not left or right.
Yep.
I use both.
So
No cap.
right?
I legit use both.
I know that from you, right?
Legit.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's the beauty of it, and I think a lot of people fail to see that, to look at both sides and draw, because you're just comfortable with what you think what you believe is right. You're just comfortable with it. You're not able, and it's like the whole point is to like, it's good to think. It's good to think about stuff that you maybe disagree with, because even if you get offended, you learn something new.
Might gain perspective, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
absolutely.
pick between two poisons. Just drink them both. You're gonna die anyway.
Quote, put that t-shirt right there. Oh, that's a t-shirt right there.
I'm just saying. When you think about it, it makes sense.
It's very true.
Why pick one? Drink them both.
Yeah. But yeah. I guess that's the end of your politics.
Fluff politics.
Man. I know.
That's
politics
how I feel.
But anyways, we will wrap this episode up with question of the week. Question of the week.
What did I say it was?
Oh, come on. I know what it is. Let's see if you remember it.
Oh, live action or animation. What do you prefer?
I'm going to go with animation, just because animation, again, because in the TV aspect of it, has way more time to flesh out characters.
But animation is not like solely TV. It could be movies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think animation also has just so much more opportunity for like imagination. I think live action, yes, it's technology is fantastic, but I think they are still very restricted with the things that they can do. So I'm going to choose animation, just for me.
What do you think is like? Who do you think deserves more praise?
Animation.
The animators 1,000%. Or the everyone else?
Animators. 1,000%.
I think I agree.
It's crazy. Like, one of my favorite, like, if I love anime, and the reason I love anime is because it's essentially taking what was drawn on paper and creating it into like 2D animations. And if you see some of the animated drawing stuff, it's next level. But the crazy thing about it is, in Japan, there's a lot of workers' rights stuff that is very bad for animators, that they work weeks and weeks on end, overtime, not getting paid at all. So they overwork these animators to bring out stuff that's only 22 minutes. So I know for a fact, especially knowing the medium of anime, 100% they are overworked to the max, and they deserve more praise than they should.
I'm not even talking about just anime either. I'm talking about just like animation, cartoons.
Oh yeah, yep, I agree.
I love cartoons.
I love
to
cartoons,
this day. I still love cartoons. I watch this channel on YouTube called Corridor Crew.
Oh yes,
right. It's like it's a bunch of VFX guys, and they basically, it's like a reaction channel, but with education almost. So they're VFX artists, and they'll react to, let's say, a Marvel movie, right? And they'll pick a scene, and they will dissect the scene. They'll be like, they'll talk about the animation that might have gone into it if they don't know fully, or they'll talk about what did go into it if they know. Sometimes they'll have guests on who actually worked on the movie, and then they'll explain what actually went into it. And when they do the animation stuff versus like the VFX stuff, and they get like some of like the old, like the top Disney guys that have been working on like Pixar and DreamWorks and stuff like that, bro, the physics, like the minds of these guys, it's crazy. Like there was one episode where they were dissecting. Is it Daffy Duck? Which one is with Bugs Bunny?
Donald. No, Daffy Duck. Yeah, Daffy Duck.
That's Daffy?
Yep.
Yeah. They were dissecting Daffy Duck, right? And they were showing 4 different animators animating Daffy Duck throughout time, right? And it's things that you don't notice as a consumer, right?
Yeah.
But he shows these different artists, and he starts explaining about their animation types, right? And now you're seeing it in a different way. You're looking at it like, oh, like this animator almost has like weight to his Daffy. Like the way Daffy moves is really weighted, whereas this one is very light, and it's different, and like it's dope. So yeah, I agree. I think animators don't get enough credit. for what they do, but like it's physics.
Yeah.
To be able to draw physics and then make it into a thing that you can see and enjoy,
It's
crazy.
wild.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. But there it is. Question of the week. If you had to pick live action or animated in terms of adaptations, which one would you pick?
I know Priya would pick live action.
Yeah.
It upsets me.
Hey, you can change her. You can show her more animated stuff.
I've tried.
Hey, keep going. But anyways, if you have questions, comments, topics for us to talk about, you can DM us on Instagram at conflict and interest. You can also email us at conflictandinterest@gmail.com. Follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts as well. Leave a written rating on Apple Podcasts. It really does help boosting promotion and advertising on the show. As well, we're on YouTube. Full visuals will be up there, as long as all the chapters and timestamps. So subscribe, like, and let us know. But EJ, where can they find you at, man?
Instagram, CG196.
Yo,
That's it.
that's it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. We will catch you guys next week.
Bro. I just thought of it.
Mm.
This lady ordered sauteed lettuce today.